Joe Biden's administration is worried that Afghan capital, Kabul, might fall to the Taliban sooner than expected. According to a government official, who spoke to the Washington Post, on the condition of anonymity, the U.S. military now expects Kabul to fall within 3 months, while others warn that it could come sooner. This news came after the Taliban took Faizabad, capital of the northeastern province of Badakhshan, and the 8th provincial capital, to fall to the insurgent forces in 6 days. Badakhshan borders Tajikistan, Pakistan and China. The Taliban had laid siege to Faizabad before launching the final offensive on August 10. The Afghan National Defense and Security Forces retreated after heavy fighting for hours. Jawad Mujadidi, a provincial council member from Badakhshan, told reporters. And according to the report, President Biden has reiterated his stance of continuing with the withdrawal of U.S. forces by the end of August, stating explicitly that the matter is not up for debate. Why American troops leaving the Afghan people to the Taliban's mercy? Let's look at some of the causes and facts behind why American troops are abandoning the Afghan people. As long as the Taliban stay within their own zone, they are an internal problem in Afghanistan. And it was Al-Qaeda that attacked the United States, and its commander and most of its members are now dead. As a result, it is not the responsibility of the United States to prevent the Taliban from gaining control of Afghanistan. That is the responsibility of the Afghan people. They must build it for themselves, by eliminating their own internal oppressors, to have internal peace and civilization, and democratic rights. They must understand that freedom is never given, it must be taken. As an example, in 1943, the Viet Minh, a Vietnamese nationalist organization, began battling the Japanese for Vietnam's liberation. The US has spent an entire generation attempting to train Afghan soldiers to be capable fighters, and at some point, one might reasonably wonder if it is no longer their concern. On the other hand, India will not able to take such a drastic step, since India has never believed in such counter-terrorism measures. Following the exit of the United States, the Taliban, in partnership with Pakistan, are ready to take control of Afghanistan. And it could lead to an increase in terror activities across India, as well as give Pakistan with strategic depth in the long run. In 2001, the US offered India the opportunity to join coalition forces to fight the Taliban, but the then Vajpayee government declined the offer because of this reason. Furthermore, it is not prudent for India to join the military combat against the Taliban at this time, because India lacks the expertise of fighting in a foreign location. Furthermore, such a blunder is likely to fail, also possible that it's pushing its defense capabilities too far. Why is it so difficult to get rid of the Taliban? Because Pakistan offers them with a safe place to regroup and return to on a frequent basis. As a terror network, the Taliban might assist Pakistan in deploying insurgents groups to India. It have plans to use Afghan soil in case of a battle with India. Pakistan believes Afghanistan to be its strategic depth. It prepares to exploit Afghan soil. Pakistan does not desire an Afghanistan that is stable and powerful. A strong Afghan government will claim Pakistan's Pashtun tribal territories. The Taliban cannot be defeated, but they may be deterred. The international community should force them to see that they cannot gain power via murder and destruction. Already, the international community has made it clear that a Taliban administration is unacceptable. But there are predictions that as soon as the American forces leave, Taliban will take over the country. The Taliban have reached the pinnacle of their power in Afghanistan. However, because to various realities on the ground, they will never be able to entirely overrun Afghanistan. According to the sources, the US is providing vital air support to Afghan government forces. Some US troops will remain in Afghanistan to support Afghan forces and secure important infrastructure. Despite Pakistan's active military support, the Taliban still lack advanced air power. People in urban areas have begun to protest Taliban rule, and many minority groups opposed to Taliban rule. They want democracy and rights, which are impossible to achieve under the Taliban's Islamic authority. The international community is likewise opposed to the Taliban taking over Afghanistan by force. As a result, the Taliban will face a credibility dilemma. For the Taliban, a forceful occupation of Afghanistan will remain a fantasy. If they want to maintain power over Afghanistan, they must embrace democracy and implement a voting system.